What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a few weeks since I've updated the channel. A few new things here. This video is going to be kind of just an update on everything, what's going on with the car. As you can see, we got something new in here. Let's see if I can get you guys a better picture. There we go. That's right, long tube headers are on the car. Had them installed. Came out awesome. I'll show you guys some photos of the install, how it looks and everything. So finally the AFE filter arrived, so we're ready for the dyno session to see what the difference is with the air filters. Here we have the Pro Dry S synthetic media, which is supposed to be, as you can see up here, it says flows up to 24% more than stock, which if true, that's a good amount, and not bad for having a filter in place to still protect the engine. From right to left, we'll start with what's already in the airbox, which is the used one that's been on the car. We'll see how much power the car puts down with that. Then on the next pull, we'll switch to the brand new Motorcraft filter, do a pull, see how much power is picked up there, if any. Then finally, we'll do a pull with the AFE on the car, see what the numbers look like from there, compare that to the previous two, and see if we can get one additional pull in to back up any gains or differences picked up by putting this filter on the car. So just for visual comparison, there they are, both out of the packaging. The AFE on the left, the Motorcraft on the right. Here's one of the big differences on the filter is the Motorcraft on the right is a lot thicker when turned sideways on the profile there. Obviously the dimensions are going to be the same when put in the airbox, that way it's secured in the airbox, so you don't have to worry about it fitting, because it's got OEM fit. Except, like I said, the side profile, you can notice right away a big difference. This is a cleanable, reusable filter on the left, which is the AFE. This one obviously is a one-time use. Once it's dirty, you toss it. Go on to the next thing here. The update is, I told you in the last video I was going to give an explanation of what was going on with the catch can. So I had a catch can on there for about 5,000 to 8,000 miles, maybe even more. And yeah, it worked. It would capture oil. I would empty it out every month or so, get a teaspoon or two out of there. And I only had the passenger side, which is the recommended side to have it for if you're only going to have one. The reason why I got rid of it is because I had noticed something here. Is, you know, having a catch can on the passenger side, capturing oil, and that being the only one that they recommend, it's because of the design of the emissions equipment on the car. Okay, so normally you have two hoses running to the intake, which is meant to be able to recycle any vapors that are blown out of the crankcase there. Crankcase pressure builds up, PCV valve lets it out, it cycles into the intake manifold. Here's one that for the passenger side is behind the throttle body. Here's one that's before the throttle body on the intake. So it would take those vapors, suck it into the intake, and burn it off in the cylinders with an ignition cycle. So I noticed that this hose has 2 to 3 times the vacuum that this hose that connects to the driver's side has. And of course that only increases under acceleration. You know, the engine's pulling more air in, vacuum goes up. But that is why, in my theory, this is not proven, but it only makes sense to me, that is why the passenger side on the Coyotes has been known to be the culprit of spitting oil into the intake. And that is why I think that the passenger side is the more suspect side, and the culprit of getting more oil into the intake manifold and burning off and degrading fuel. And the conclusion I've come to is that is why the passenger side requires a catch can more so than the driver's side is, because there's a lot more vacuum at all times on the passenger side versus the driver's side. And kind of being able to back that up with just these hoses being positioned the way they are, you can see comes around and just kind of lays here, that one there. There's no oil that has come through those, thus I'm sure there's some vapor that's coming out, being released through there, and like I said, like almost like a smoke or a vapor. Since there's no longer any vacuum connected to it, it's not constantly just sucking on there waiting for oil vapor to build up, or even oil itself to kind of get sucked up into there and pulled into the intake anymore. The original plan was just to put little breathers on there, but this is kind of working out for now. Maybe I'll redirect these hoses and mount a remote breather system somewhere, either back there on the firewall, up here somewhere, just somewhere where we can put some filters. That's why I no longer run a catch can. So I'm not telling you not to, especially I guess if you're going to keep your emission stuff all connected the way the factory intended. But being that I'm on E85 on a Lund racing tune, I don't want any degradation of the fuel due to vapors or oil getting into the intake manifold and becoming part of the fuel mixture and the ignition process. So that eliminates that. It's getting just straight fuel. It's also keeping the intake manifold cleaner, not getting oil in there. That's where I stand with it. You guys know anything to prove me wrong there, I'm always open to it. Right now there's no harm being done to the engine. Because of this, the car runs fantastic. Oh yeah, and I think I might have mentioned in the past video that I did pull the plugs, did a bore scope, didn't see anything crazy. Obviously didn't see any fouling on the spark plugs, oil, excessive oil, like stuff like that on the plugs, so that turned out to be good. Let's see if I can show you guys something real quick. This passenger plug that's furthest to the back there on the block, it's a pain in the ass to get to. So what I did is I took a gigantic drill bit I had. I think it's a 1 inch, 1.5 or so, I can't remember exactly what it is, but I drilled into there, so now I can pass a extension and the socket through there, go straight shot on, pull it out, done with it. So there you have it, guys. Quick update. Like I said, the dyno video is coming for the filters. Also in the dyno video, we're going to be able to compare from the last time I was there, which was I think February, March, right before the shutdown occurred. At that point I made 432 wheel with just the Lund tune and E85. Okay, so now we have a full exhaust. I've got the long tubes, E85, and then of course we're going to be trying out the new air filter and see if there's any big changes there, which I'm hoping there is. But we're all going to learn together, see if this is something you guys will benefit from. And obviously the last time the car was on the dyno, it did not have a complete free-flowing exhaust. Now it does. Hopefully I'm going to see some big gains. We are in a high desert area, which is 56 to 5,800 feet above sea level. Really affects performance out here with the air being thin, and hopefully temperatures won't be too hot and we can get some good pulls in. But you guys stay tuned. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do want to thank you guys for dropping by the channel. I don't think I made a video on it, but that's also new there, the MMDV series. At first I was hesitant because it looked massive on video, and in person it is perfectly proportioned for the car. It looks fantastic. It just adds a whole new level of aggression. Stay tuned because there's also going to be some videos coming up. We'll see what the exhaust now sounds like with a full exhaust, with the long tube headers, off-road pipes, everything, and the Borla S-types. So in case you didn't see it, that's the new plate. Hope you guys like it. If you guys like this video, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. Go back and check out some of the videos, browse through the channel. Let me know what you guys think about the videos. Let me know what you think about the upcoming dyno session, what you're hoping for, what kind of power you think the car is going to make. Until then, guys, you guys stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.